How to Master the Art of Communication. A quick summary from Brian Tracy's and Earl Nightingale's speech. When you speak, your voice is your most important tool. Use these tips to increase your power and persuasiveness in any conversation or speech that you give. Slow down, record and listen to your voice, and pay attention to pauses. Eat and drink well for good speaking and voice projection. Before a short talk, eat lightly. This ensures that you are bright and alert when you start speaking. A solid, high-protein breakfast or lunch will give you the energy to burn for 4 to 5 hours. Your voice will remain strong, and your mind will stay clear. Speaking is about transferring the whole picture from your mind into the minds of your listeners. Make sure your story has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and that there are no lingering doubts in anyone's mind. Speakers should be enunciating clearly and speaking at the right rate of speed. When speaking at a reasonable speed rate, ensure you're not using your words together too much. And suddenly dropping your voice for the dramatic effect might leave a large portion of your audience in the dark. When you speak more softly, you must move closer to the microphone. Communication is the most critical skill in your life to learn because it affects everything else you do. Good communication requires 4 steps to achieve. First, the key is consistently making a deliberate effort to keep putting it into your head, heart, and soul. It's called a lifetime of preparation, getting ready. If you have something good to say, you want to present it well to be acceptable and listenable. Sincerity is not a test of truth, but it is essential to be sincere. Having a good vocabulary and developing your style is key to delivering your message well. Whether it's an audience of 1 or 1,000, you've got to read and your audience to see how it's coming across. What you see and hear is a signal that tells you whether or not to proceed or change the subject. Intensity gives power to vocabulary. Words loaded with emotion are powerful. If you speak about something, you need to know a lot about it. You need to do your background research. You have to have multiple stories at hand that you can use to illustrate your point. And you have to organize what you're talking about around a problem. Every fact you relate to or every set of facts must be tied to a story. When you're reading a novel or an artist's work, there must be play and exploration. And so, you should learn something from the talk. It's an opportunity to think on your feet, and that's my style of lecturing. I've been working on this material for 30 years, tens of thousands of hours, and so I have that reservoir of knowledge, I suppose. My main concern was how to ensure personally that if I was tempted into a situation like the Soviet Union and Nazi Germany, I wouldn't fall prey to totalitarian systems. Every talk attempts to further develop those core set of problems I'm working on. What the hell are you talking about if you're not trying to solve the problem? It's got to be a real problem too.